Okay, so first I want to welcome Cece to the team because this is the first team call that we've had since she has joined our team. And then today, Alex LaForge also joined our team. So I knew she wasn't going to get on tonight, but I just wanted to take a second to welcome you guys. And then now you can hear my corny joke about needing coffee at 7 p.m. and you won't just be reading my lips. So that's exciting. Okay, so this call is kind of going to be about making your business a priority and some small, minor little adjustments that will help you to be able to do that. So let's see here. I promise I have a whole page of notes. But I also wrote them at like 6:30 this morning. So, all right. And it's only 4 p.m. where you are, Cece, so that's okay. Coffee right now is fine. Okay, so Success Club. Cece and Amy, you guys are newer, so you haven't really heard my whole thing on this before. And there's been a long time, there was a long time, where I kind of said Success Club is important, but, you know, I understand life gets in the way sometimes, and we've tried different ways to look at Success Club so it doesn't seem like such a stressor. And since I started reading The Miracle Morning, which if you guys have never read this, I really seriously suggest it. I got mine on the Kindle. I think it was $7.99. Travis decided he's going to read it. So Marcy and Amy, you could giggle a little bit because you know him and he really wants to read. The only thing I've ever seen my boyfriend read is a beer making book. But seriously, the change I have felt since I started this book, it only took me about, a week and a half to read. It's really short, less than 150 pages. And it has just a lot of really good tips and tools for kind of starting your day right. And I laughed a little bit because Leslie, which is Anita's upline, was asking a couple weeks ago about some good personal development books. And I had said The Miracle Morning, and she was like, haha, I'm my own boss. I'm not getting up early to do this. So the funny thing is that yes, in his book, he really suggests that you get up an hour earlier to do this Miracle Morning concept. But if you work for yourself, you can just, like on the weekends, I don't get up at 5 a.m. I try to be up by like 5:30 during the week, but on the weekends, I just do it when I get up. And the whole concept of this book is starting your day, like with silence, and then with affirmations, and then visualization, exercise, reading, and then scribing or writing. So I've been keeping a journal. I have like a whole page written out of affirmations, and what this book kind of helped me realize, relating back to Success Club, is that it doesn't need to be stressful. It doesn't necessarily, I'm not, Cece knows this probably better than anyone, I'm not like going to message you like crazy and ask why you haven't hit Success Club or why you're not helping people like some other coaches in our upline have a tendency to do. I don't want to make this like shouldn't be a fearful situation. And so, but what I learned from linking that is it's a measurement of success for yourself. If you're sitting here saying, Brittany, I really want to leave my full-time job and I want to make Beachbody my full-time income, we can totally make that happen. I've done it before, but you're not going to be able to tell how your business is growing without hitting Success Club. That is the measurement for growth. I mean, obviously your paychecks, your commission, but something that helped me last year, Success Club was a lot more iffy than it was my first year. And that was because I kind of pulled back from the way that my coach treated Success Club. And instead of figuring out what worked for me, I just totally pulled back. But it's not something that I need to set for you or the company needs to set for you. I'm not saying Success Club 5 is a non-negotiable. But I think that you should have a goal if you want to make this an actual business of what works for you every month. So if you sit down and you write a plan that says, for the next 2 months, you want to help at least one person. That's only Success Club 2, but that's your goal and that's your way to measure your success. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you have to be hitting Success Club 5. That's just not the kind of coach that I am. But I've really started to look at it with my, the lighting is awful in my office. So I don't know how well you guys can see this. But this is my affirmation that I read to myself every day. And one of the things is that the first thing is I'm committed to being a successful, wealthy Beachbody coach. And I put how much I want to earn by the end of 2016. I even wrote myself a check. And I look at that every day. It's literally right there on my whiteboard. So if you're going to do an affirmation or you're going to do something that you're going to look at every day, putting that in there is going to help you be successful, because having vague goals is going to just leave you frustrated, because you're going to look back on the month and be like, man, I wish I would have helped more people. I wish I would have been more successful. But what does more successful look like to you? If you're not able to really define it and you can't put it in an affirmation and speak it to yourself every day and visualize it happening, then you're going to be left frustrated. And that's where I really was with Success Club especially. But basically, what I want you guys to do is to look at it and say, what does Success Club mean to me? So for me, for those of you who don't know, as long as everything went well, my boyfriend is going to be going to work for GM. And a lot of people are like, oh, GM, that's a great job. And it is, except it's like a $600 a week pay cut for us. And so these exciting things that we had maybe thought about doing in 2016, like going on our first vacation, probably not going to happen. So the Success Club trip for 2017 is my goal. That's what it means to me. I know I need to hit Success Club 10 every month to be able to earn that trip for free. So defining it for yourself, what does it mean? If you're saying like, my goal is to make $1,500 a week by the end of the year. Obviously, a big part of that's going to be growing my team, but I'm definitely not going to be making $1,500 a week selling one challenge pack a month. So looking and aligning what Success Club means to you for your goals is going to make you less frustrated and less, I guess, more focused is what I would say. Okay. So it's important. We kind of talked about that. How can you achieve it? One thing, I know this really hit home with Marcy, especially because we had a huge conversation about it, but and Amy and Jamie, or Cece, you probably know Jamie Hance. She's one of Anita's diamond coaches. But I had her on a team call last year, and Marcy and I were both at the time kind of struggling with this concept of like Success Club being shoved down our throats. And you can't be in this group if you don't hit this, and you aren't, you're not this and you're not that. And Jamie came on, and one of the things she had talked about was stop saying Success Club and look at it in your mind as this is how many people I want to help. So instead of like, I have to sell 4 challenge packs this month, saying it like, I want to help 4 people get financially or physically fit in February. Because for those of you who think of this, I mean, for me at least, yes, I want to make money and I want to be successful. But the reason I started this was to help other people. And so for me, bringing it back to this is how many people I need to help a month, it makes it feel less stressful for me instead of focusing on numbers, focusing on people, which is why I started this business. And I know all of you, and I know all of you want to genuinely help other people. So I'm trying to maybe change up your focus in terms of focusing how many people you want to help every month instead of whatever that crazy thing was. Okay, so Casey, I don't know if you got on a team cut, but that thread's still open and people are still looking for teams. Amy, I know you're not super focused on the business side of it yet, so don't worry. If you want to be on a team cup, you let me know. But basically, Team Cup is a team of 5 coaches who are all working together to hit a main goal as a team. And then, so it's basically like if the 5 of us were on a team, our total points put you in a certain bracket. And then you essentially like say, you guys all took us to Success Club 50 and I had no Success Club points, I don't qualify for the prizes. So if you have to have at least 5 points to qualify for the prizes, but it's a team effort. My team is actually a bunch of coaches I don't know, which has been interesting because normally I run a team full of mostly my coaches. So it's going to be interesting for me, a learning experience for me, I think. But basically it's just learning to rely on other people to help you get to your goals, and then you get fun prizes. Like the top team, Anita's never been on the top team. They like literally will put up like, one time last year, the team put up like almost, I think 300 points between 5 of them. So I don't know what their tricks are, but I don't want to be on a team that does that, but they get flown to LA and you get some like cool thing. I don't know, like trophy. But they're for just us normal people who are not absolutely insane. There's a lot of fun little prizes too. Like, Marcy, you've won like a tank top before. But here's the important thing. Because the time that Marcy won the tank top, I think I was on her team, and something went wrong with my Shakeology order, and it didn't go through that month, and I didn't get the prize. So if you're going to be on a Team Cup team, and you are hitting Success Club, and your team is doing well, you need to make sure you have your 90 PV on home direct. Hold on, you're fine. Go lay down. You need to make sure that you have your 90 PV, which is Shakeology, on home direct, or else you don't qualify for the prizes. So another thing that's a benefit to hitting Success Club is the leads. When I was actively working my business for 2014 and part of 2015, I was making about $200-ish a month in leads. So leads are when you hit Success Club and you have your Shakeology, Beachbody gives you free customers from Beachbody.com. So, if somebody gets on Beachbody.com and orders P90X, they'll be assigned a coach, and then that coach gets their commissions. So there is some benefits to it, as well, just besides prizes or Success Club trips. So, the other thing we're going to talk about, Marcy, I'm sure if you hear me say BAT one more time, you'll kill yourself. She's just been on the team for too long. Business activity tracker. You have to just do it. Like, I don't know any other way to say it. If you want to be successful, okay, this is literally like, you're like, hey, I'm so excited to start my workout program, and I'm going to work out every single day, but I'm not going to follow the schedule because that's silly and it's kind of tedious, and I'm not going to do the meal plan. Oh, okay, good luck. That sounds silly, but that's doing.
That's where past your BAT and a half right there.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It definitely. Just doing your BAT is. Hi, I'm going to make a new recipe I've never made before, but I'm not going to actually follow the recipe or make sure I have all the ingredients. Like, you would never do that. That's silly. I mean, it's stuff you're doing, but it's a way to track it. Drinking your Shakeology, working out, listening or reading your personal development, staying connected. Hold on. someone's very convinced that my boyfriend's coming home tonight. He's not, and the dog can't handle it. Every time a car drives by, he thinks it's him. So social media posting, adding new people to your group or to your page, inviting to challenge groups, following up with people. I've been doing a lot of follow-ups with old customers and trying to get them into a lifetime group and get that going. So Cece, even for you, maybe reconnecting with some people that were under you before, and just inviting them to a lifetime group or your new challenge group. This new challenge group that I'm running that starts on February 4th. Six of the 10 people that are joining us have already have a challenge pack, and I did not make them buy a new one. But I'm just trying to really reach out to people, kind of going back to that concept of just helping people. And that's on the business activity tracker, checking in with your existing customers. We just had a diamond coach who got a call from compliance because a customer called in and said that because this coach wasn't emailing her every day, even though the girl was in the challenge group, and was posting, so she didn't know there was any issues, because this coach wasn't messaging her every day, she wanted to be switched. So it's a little ridiculous. That doesn't happen that often, but you want to make sure she was able to go back and look and be like, no, I talked to her this day and this day and this day. I mean, like I said, that's not really an issue, but you know what I mean? You want to feel confident that if somebody's like, hey, I'm not getting what I need from you, you're like, no, I'm definitely checking in with challengers and coaches on a regular basis. So, these run Thursday to Wednesday because that's the way our pay weeks run. So if you haven't been doing one of these, today is the perfect day to start it because it's Thursday. So, kind of talked about the Miracle Morning already, but I don't know. It's like a cult. I'm a freak about it. Like, everyone has to read this book. I don't know. It'll just change your life. I don't know how to explain it. But really, it's just dedicate. It's just one of the big things and concepts is if your first hour of your day starts off productive, your day will tend to be more productive. So if you're like me and you tend to start your day laying in bed scrolling through Facebook on your phone, it's just not the best way to start your day, especially if you have people on your friends list like I do. So the other thing is I just finished that book last week. And I've been reading Go Pro. And one of the things that he mentioned in there today was what kind of a network marketing person are you? So there's 3 kinds. One is a poser, which is basically somebody who thinks like, we've all had these coaches, or probably know someone like this. That's like, yeah, I know 3 people that will join me, and I'm just praying that they will all join me, and then I'll strike it rich. And that's not ever going to happen. Well, I don't know. I guess that may happen for some coaches, but it's not really realistic because it's not putting in any effort. Then amateur is kind of a coach that wants it and will put in some effort, maybe make a list of 100 contacts and do some, digging a little bit, but they're not really invested. And then your professional, which is somebody who's constantly wanting to learn more about the business, who is constantly making new contacts, kind of one of those people that's like, you all know those people that they don't go anywhere and not make a friend. Just that kind of concept. Really not just investing money into your business, but time and effort. So I kind of want you guys to think about that. Like, what do you want out of this business? Like, everybody's goals may be different. I used to use Marcy and I as an example all the time. Like, as a nanny, when I first started coaching, I made $350 a week. So replacing my full-time income compared to replacing Marcy's full-time income, who does not make $350 a week, like, those two things look totally different. So me saying that, I want you guys to be more specific, I guess. And that was something I learned on the National Wake Up Call this week, is really being specific to what you want and aligning your why and your posts and your whole like online presence to what you want. So if you guys would like to kind of really think about that, like what do you want to get out of this business, and what defines success for you? You know, how much time and effort do you really want to put into this business? Because I've definitely had coaches who are no longer even on the team that are like, yep, I want to replace my full-time income. I make $75,000 a year, and I can spend 20 minutes on the business every day. Well, it's going to take you probably 4 or 5 years to replace a $75,000 a year job doing it 20 minutes a day. So if you can kind of think, how much time do I have and what my goals do I want to achieve? I can sit down with you and we can look at it and say, okay, hey, for this much time, wanting this goal, it's probably going to take you this long. And I've worked closely with, I used to work closely with Anita, so I kind of have a good idea of, for each kind of like bracket of income, what that means in terms of Success Club and team growth every month. So I can kind of help you guys narrow that down too. Okay. Sorry, I feel like I'm just talking like crazy. And I talk all day. Now I understand you, Marcy and Amy, when you don't want to answer my phone calls at night because you talk on the phone all day. I literally don't want to talk ever. Travis called me and he was like, I was thinking about this and this and this, and what do you think? I'm like, that's what I think. I have no words. You talk to people all day long. I don't ever want to speak, which is something new for me. Okay. So based on what you want from the business and what kind of time and effort you have to put into it is kind of going to help me decide how to help you. So if you are somebody who says, like, I want to pay for my Shakeology every month and I can put 15 minutes a day into the business, well, I'm probably going to take me a little bit longer to get back to you if I also have somebody who wants as much attention, who is putting in, more time and more effort and has bigger goals. I'm not saying that I'm not going to help you. I'm just saying I don't want anybody to feel like I'm chasing you down. Like, I want this to be about you, and I will run with you as fast as you want to run. So if Success Club is not even on your radar, just let me know. You're not going to hurt my feelings at all. I need to know how to help you guys better so that nobody is feeling like they don't have the support they need. Just a reminder, there is a training group, and I think you're all in it. It's called Motivation Mafia New Coach Training. It's also tagged in the post that's pinned at the top of Motivation Mafia. So if you're not in it, you can request to join it. But I would suggest joining it and adding any of your new coaches into it, just because it's a good source. I literally took everything from Leslie and put it into our page, or into a group for us. So it's full of really, really good resources. So you want to, if you need a refresher on something, it's a good place to go, and like, it's all training in there. And then from now on, our team calls will be recorded. They're going to be uploaded onto YouTube, and they're going to have their own file in our section. So even if there's, in the past we've had times where nobody is getting on, and I will just cancel a call, I will still do a video recording and post it into YouTube, and then, obviously post a link to the YouTube. But the only thing I will say is, if we're going to have a point where, like last year, there was this point where like Marcy and Chelsea were the only people getting on, and we were kind of working on someone else's schedule. I'm going to, if there's only consistently 1 to 2 people who get on, I'm going to do it on a schedule that works for them, because they're the ones getting on. But again, they'll be recorded and everything, so there's not any problem with that. National Wake Up Calls. Just want that friendly reminder to get on those because they're just so packed full of information. If you guys want to write this down, I have the phone number for it. It's 1-832-225-5055. That's the live number, and then the call back usually is up and available. The calls usually get over by like 11:40, and it's usually up by like 2 o'clock at the latest. Eastern time. Sorry, Cece, I keep forgetting you're in West, or whatever time zone that's called. She's in California, right? Somewhere around there, in that time zone. And then you could also listen to it on the podcast. That's my favorite way, or in the news update section of your back office. It's like up there usually Monday afternoons. There will be a link, and you can listen to it right online. This week's was really awesome. First of all, I'm in love with Amy Silverman, and mostly because Amy's very unapologetically her. Like on her Facebook, I was watching this video the other day and she dropped the F-bomb, and Travis was like, isn't she a Beachbody coach? Beachbody coaches can't say the F word. And I'm like, no, that's kind of how I was groomed, how my upline is, but she's just unapologetically her, and she's just very real, and she finished the year as number 2 in the company. So I'm going to say that that's something that we can all take a lesson from. But she talked about her why and how you can grow and change as a coach. Your business is always going to stay the same. You should always do your BAT even after you start seeing success. But there's a point where you as a leader and you as a coach can grow and change through the things going on in your life. But there's tons of really, really good calls, and they're pretty much always in the always done by like top 15 coaches or coaches who are superstar diamonds or whatever. They're top coaches. They have really good presenters on there. So make sure you guys are using the tools in the page, in the file section, like the videos. I've been coaching for a long time, and still that video that Raina made the other day that I posted with selfies, like I really enjoyed looking at different photo editing apps she uses and how she does her things. And I'm trying to be better about it, since I'm at my computer all day long, to post things that I see in the Platinum Legacy or in the Inspire Empire that I think are really good for us. I'm going to try to be good. Yeah, me too. Except I found I don't know. Oh yeah, you guys can all see it. Amy said all over the selfie tripod. I found this thing that's like a ring light that goes on your phone, and the tripod's like free with it. So just wait till the paycheck comes. Yeah. Wait till Travis is actually back to work and bringing in income, and I'm getting it for sure. I don't know if you guys saw, but I posted a link. This new app called BB Links on the iPhone. If you don't have an iPhone, I'm sorry. Wait, okay. I think there's a coaching codes app. You would have to check. Somebody was like, well, can't you check for me? No, because I don't not have an iPhone. I don't know. I saw somebody posting about it. I think it's called Coaching Codes. But on the iPhone, it's called BB Links, and it's basically like coachingcodes.com for any of you older coaches, but that was only accessible online. Try searching coaching codes in your Play Store. That's what I thought somebody said it was. Basically, it sends you a direct link. You put in your coaching information, it sends the customer a direct link, so there's no confusion about, oh, I just bought the program, or why didn't I get Shapeology with this order? The direct link. I don't have time to go over this. I'm going to post a PDF document in the group page from compliance. Some coaches were recently let go. I don't know if that's really the proper term because you're an independent contractor, but they're no longer with the company because of compliance issues. So you're going to want to read up on that because it gives you the exact wording that you have to post when you post before and after pictures and say it's program specific. Especially because Autumn posted some progress pictures from Hammer and Chisel that were maybe not accurate when people did some digging. A girl posted a picture from the beginning of her journey, not the beginning of Hammer and Chisel. And you have to make sure you do that. Or with financial posts, you always have, there's a disclaimer. It basically just says Beachbody does not guarantee the success, blah, 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 but you have to put it on there. Because they are starting to check it because it's becoming an issue. And then, team calls. I will not keep talking like this on every team call. I hope to not talk at you. I like it when it's more interactive and you guys are asking questions and we're kind of talking and working through things and relying on each other. I don't have all the answers. There are, things that other coaches might be better at than me. So I don't want to do that. But that's why getting on is important because it gives you the chance to kind of unmute yourself here at the end and ask questions. Okay. CC says, yes, coaching codes is what it is on Android. But anyways, you want to be able to ask questions, have like an open dialogue, just kind of hang out and be friends. That's my goal with this business. But I want you guys to try to make it a priority. So we're trying this 7 p.m. Eastern time slot. If it doesn't work out, if it doesn't work for the majority of people, we will switch it. I'm not really tied to any time. I actually really hate 7 p.m. It just feels like it's dinner time to me and I have other things to be doing. I really prefer 8 p.m. But we'll see how it goes. So it's an open forum. I'm not, like I said, I'm not set on this time. But if we can try to get a time and a time that stays consistent so that it's not like it was this week, like, oh crap, we have a team call. Like I want to be on every week and I want to have it kind of at the same time every week. So it's something that you can just put into your schedule and rely on. So you guys can unmute yourself if you have questions because I don't want to talk anymore.
No questions, but I'll say goodbye really quick because I know we have less than a meeting. So
Yes.
less than a minute. So Marcy, nice meeting you.
Casey.
Hi.
Evening.
Hi, Casey.
I also saw Dub sneak by. So hi, Dub. You'll see a lot of him making fun of us.
Yeah. He's being naughty tonight.
I saw you have your headphones in, which means he heard me talking, was like, said some
Oh, no, he didn't even say anything.
He's just being Dub.
Being himself.
Just so that you know, Cece, Amy, Marcy, and I, Marcy, Dubs, is,
I forget to change it every time.
we're all like good friends in real life. Like I used to live with Marcy. So
Aha.
I'm not just making fun of her random boyfriend that I don't know.
Oh, well, it's too much fun. You guys should. Do more.